been in technology, sports, and now the last 5 years building my own brand in order to create content, in order to change the world, empower over 1 billion people to be happy by teaching them how to create abundance, to make a lot of money so that they can help a lot of people, and also importantly, to have a lot of fun, to enjoy the consistent, persistent pursuit of their potential. I think too many people get so busy working, they forget to make money and they forget to have fun.
All right, this is another episode of Founders Pack. Form your own pack. If I say it correctly, it's amazing half the time, David. So at least this time I sort of said it correctly. And for people that don't know, my guest today is David Meltzer. This is lucky episode 13. So I don't know if you feel honored, but I feel honored that you're here. So thank you for joining me. You are scheduled to be on another one of our pitch events, the Winner Takes All, which is a little bit of a gamified pitch event. And for people that don't know, who is David Meltzer?
I'm speaker, author, entrepreneur, most notable for running the most notable sports agency in the world. And they had made the movie Jerry Maguire about our firm, but been in technology, sports, and now the last 5 years building my own brand in order to create content, in order to change the world, empower over 1 billion people to be happy by teaching them how to create abundance, to make a lot of money so that they can help a lot of people, and also importantly, to have a lot of fun, to enjoy the consistent, persistent pursuit of their potential. I think too many people get so busy working, they forget to make money and they forget to have fun.
I love it. And your mission is always inspiring to me. So I absolutely support those two things. Have fun, make lots of money.
Yeah, and they're closely tied as well. If you buy the right things for the right reasons, you definitely will have a lot of fun.
I like the way you said that. All right. So some of the things you got going on that are applicable to our show and that we can talk about are, number one, you're on season 8 of the elevator pitch, which is that's basically the original elevator pitch show where people are literally riding up in an elevator and pitching their startup, right?
Yeah, so I executive produce. I used to host it, but I have too many other projects right now. And we give 1 minute in an elevator, and we either open the doors or send you down. And if we open the doors, we then do the traditional Shark Tank, Dragon's Den, vetting of a company to fund it. But from that, I learned there's too many shows with what I call the funding facade. I hate misleading or overselling, back end selling. TV bothers me in the respect that I want to give people actual facts. I want to give them actual advice that they can utilize, which is why I love Winner Take All, your pitch show, because we can teach people how to stimulate interest and share a vision. And so I created 2 Minute Drill, which we're in season 4 of, which is just a pitch only show like your pitch. And we give $50,000 of cash and prizes. We're on Apple TV. It's I think more true to the art of entrepreneurship and pitching. You can pitch anything. And then I have Office Hours, which is the first late night entrepreneurial show. Bloomberg Television used to be on Amazon Prime. Now it's on Apple TV.
Oh, great.
We bring the billionaires, the millionaires, the entrepreneurs, the biggest celebrities, athletes, and entertainers, not to talk about what normally is talked about with them, but we talk about their business. We ask, Cameron Diaz about her company, or Gwyneth Paltrow about hers, or Dan Aykroyd, or even Sadhguru and Deepak Chopra. We ask them entrepreneurial business questions about mindset, heart set, and handset. So it's a very unique, very popular show, and we're in season 3 of that show, Office Hours. It's currently airing on Apple TV right now.
Those are all amazing things, and they inspire me to want to do more with Founders Pack. As you know, we talk to investors and founders in scalable ventures. So, I mean, you've been kind of both. So if you could only give founders one piece of advice, what would that be today?
Oh, it's the best piece of advice, and I stand by it. It's the same advice I give myself. Ask for help. Trust me, the easiest and fastest way to get to where you want to be is ask someone that's already there for directions. So many people are surrounded by people that want to help them, but they refuse to ask for help out of, ironically, humility. where a truly humble person asks for help and realizes you don't live in a zero-sum game. The best thing you can do is realize you live in a value add game. And the best way to add value to somebody else is to ask them for their expertise, their help. And if they don't know someone, ask them, do you know anyone else that can help me? It's a world of sponsors and power sponsors, a community of people that can help each other and know people that can help each other, that will give you the fastest, exponentially successful way to found and scale your business.
I love it. And that's a great segue, because as you know, one of the themes of Founders Pack is that it is a pack game. And that's why we encourage people to form your own pack. So in your case, what role have allies, alliances, or community played in your success?
Well, first of all, I would have to tell you that the biggest piece of dummy tax that I paid was trying to do it myself, to not form that community. I lost over $100 million. I went bankrupt because everyone from the time I graduated law school till the time I lost everything told me I was Midas, that everything I touched would turn to gold. And I started to believe my own BS. And so for me, when I lost everything, I realized that I can't do this on my own. In fact, I was tired of trying to get more happy, more healthy, more wealthy, and more worthy myself. What I realized was I already was happy, healthy, wealthy, and worthy. What was I doing to interfere with it? And the greatest interference between me and my potential is everyone else and the help that they can give me. So in the realm of creating a pack, it's the most important thing that we can do. A collective consciousness is so much more powerful than an individual mind. And so to utilize the reminding, the remembering, the recollecting that exists of who we are and what our potential is. Remember, your skills and knowledge will only determine your basement. It is your desire that determines your potential. And if you could share that desire, that passion, that inspiration with others, and they can share with you, exponentially, we can elevate not only ourselves, but elevate others to elevate ourselves.
I love it. The best answer I've had yet. I don't know how anyone's going to top it. We might have to shut the whole show down after this, David.
Thank you.
All right. So you, as someone that runs pitch events and invests in startups, what's an area or a startup that you're really excited about right now?
You know, what I'm really excited about is credibility. I know that's not an area, but I need to point this out to people because most people don't realize the importance of credibility. When I'm investing, when I'm founding a business, I'm looking for credibility first, because the more credible the people that are behind the business, that are starting the business, partnering, associating, or investing with me, the more credible they are, the higher the statistical success we'll have at whatever we want to achieve. And so I look at all industries, and the way that I determine what industry to invest in through that lens, a fine-tooth comb of credibility. Because remember, Michael, if you're 100% credible, which no one is, but if you ever can get close to it, people just do what you say. If somebody was 100% credible, I could tell you right now, Mike, I got a great venture. Give me $1 million. I'll take care of you. And if I was 100% credible, you wire me the money. You'd find the money if you didn't have it. So I want to tell you that in all areas, I look for credibility, but I also look for three things. One, what's doing well now. And I look at the stock market and I see the top 50 stocks that are doing well. I look at what's stable. So I look at the top 50 stocks that haven't moved in the last 3 years. And then I look at what I think is going to do well. And then I align my skills, my knowledge and desire, my timing and risk tolerance with those three areas. Then prioritizing the investments, I determine, hey, you know, esports is an area that's aligned with my skills, my knowledge and my desire. It's aligned with my timing and risk tolerance, where maybe, you know, investing in an NFT, a collectible, is not. And so, you know, I'm looking at the capabilities of Web3, not the collectability of Web3. I've been in collectibles for my entire career with sports. You know, remember everyone, not every baseball card is worth something. In fact, most of them are not. So every collectible, there's only a few collectibles worth, but it's the capabilities of Web1. 99% of the companies, the first internet companies, are gone, but the capabilities of the internet are still here. 99% of the wireless, the Web2 companies are gone, but wireless capabilities are still here. The same will hold true with Web3. So I'm looking to see how that's aligned with the investments that I make, because Web1, Web2, and Web3 are here to stay. The capabilities, not the collectability.
I love it. That is great advice for an era where people are kind of confused what's going on, but we know something's going to happen. So that's great advice. All right, I'm going to wrap with two quick things. I do want to acknowledge you and thank you for your time. I know you're as busy as anybody that's out there and you got cool stuff going on. So thank you as usual for contributing that time to this.
Of course, I'm active, not busy though. Busy people are high,
Oh, that's
broke
good
on their
point.
mom's couch, sick. I'm available.
True. I'm available. That's me. People are like, you're everywhere. I'm like, wherever you want me to be. If it's worth it, I'll go.
We're brothers from another mother with that.
Absolutely. All right. How do people get in touch with you, David?
I'm a little bit different. I like people to email me directly. So david@dmeltzer.com. I give my books. I'll sign them. You have donated my book, and I appreciate the support, so I can give them to people. So I'll send them out, pay for shipping, sign them. david@dmeltzer.com. Or if you forget my name, email, just Google my name, David Meltzer. Like you said, you and I are very accessible. We're everywhere. So you type in David Meltzer, you'll find me.
I love it. And we will include all of that in the show notes. I'm going to wrap with one final thing, which is when we have interesting investors or founders on the podcast, we like you to nominate someone else that's in that same ilk. We would like to talk to someone that's an expert or an entrepreneur. So who would you, David, like to nominate as a future guest of the Form Your Own Pack podcast?
I probably would Sean Dill. Runs the Black Diamond Club. He's a huge investor. We're in tons of deals together, but he's also a speaker, author, coach, just an extraordinary entrepreneur in Florida and Indianapolis, based in both of those places. So Sean Dill, his wife is Lacey Book. They both would be terrific guests, but they invest a lot and they founded a lot of companies.
Lacey Book sounds really familiar too. I'm wondering.
Yeah, they're pretty well known.
I think I know them. Well, Sean, you've been nominated by David, which is more than enough for me. So we hope to see you in a future episode. Thank you so much, David, for your time today. We look forward to talking to you on August 15th for Winner Takes All.